Mark Mason is an activist and political commentator with me now live from San Francisco. Let's have his thoughts on this. Mr. Mason, welcome to the Top 5. A lot is being said, of course, about this particular one suspect. Already some have been saying that this looks very much like a false flag attempt. Others have been saying we shouldn't call Johar a terrorist, we should just call him a criminal. What's your idea about this?
Well, the labeling terrorism began with to my knowledge, the first public announcement by the Boston police commissioner, who just claimed on TV that this was a terrorist act or an act of committed by terrorists and terrorism. So he began using that term publicly, and it sells newspapers. There's many claims being made by the U.S. government, the FBI, the police, and there's counterclaims being made. The father of the Tsarnaev brothers, I think he's coming to the United States. He stated why he's coming here, to ask lots of questions, and that's exactly what needs to be done at this point. Very little is concretely known. We have very little evidence, and much claims are being made in the media about what happened. But as of today, very little is factually known regarding the bombing events in Boston at the Boston Marathon.
Right. One specific issue that Tamerlan's mother has been quoted as saying is that he was under the FBI surveillance for a couple of years, and that brings out the question of why this attack there wasn't prevented. A lot has been said about how this bombing took place when there was tight security at the race. Do you think this shows that not a lot has been done to stop this, or can even support the claim that it was actually a psyop or an operation that was planned?
Very important questions, crucial questions that you raise, and as of today, we don't have answers for those. And the most important thing I believe that the public needs to do is to pressure the U.S. government, and for that matter, independent agencies, perhaps independent investigative groups, journalists particularly, such as Press TV and other journalist outlets, media outlets, to get down to looking at the facts and demanding that facts be presented. There's just a whole raft of claims being made. During the recent weeks, we've seen that there was a bombing event in Boston Marathon, but we've also had examples of state terrorism that's unequivocal state terrorism, and we've had examples of corporate terrorism, and that's unequivocal. And the media here in the U.S. just can't make money selling newspapers over the fact that President Obama isn't being arrested because he killed 11 children in Kunar province in Afghanistan earlier this month. So here we are, the media going berserk, and they should be concerned. There was a child killed. There was a child killed in Boston. Earlier this month, the President of the United States killed 11 children in Afghanistan. We had an explosion in Texas that is unequivocally corporate terrorism, that's criminal negligence, killed 14 people. 3 people have been killed so far, have died from Boston. 14 were killed in Texas, and we don't see the FBI making hourly announcements about their investigation into the criminal negligence of the Texas fertilizer company that killed 14 people and injured more than 170. It's not even on the media map anymore. So we have a very clear, it's really a massive propaganda system that's applying a lot of attention to only one tiny little corner of violence in America.
Mark Mason, activist and political commentator with us there live from San Francisco. Thank you very much.